Hi everyone. So in today's video, we are going to understand that why we need comparable and comparator interface in Java. In this particular example, I have created one integer array, which I am sorting with the help of arrays.sort function, and then I'm printing it out. Okay. So let me first run this code. So in the output, we can see that we are getting the sorted array and array is sorted in ascending order. So in this array, I have used the primitive data type. But what will happen when we are going to use the non-primitive or user-defined data type? I have created one student class that is our user-defined data type. Okay, and inside this, we have two properties that is name and age. Now, first, let me uncomment these lines. So here I'm creating four student objects, which that I'm using to create student array. Okay. Now, just like I have sorted integer array with the help of sort functionalities, arrays.sort functionality. Similarly, I'm going to do with student array, and then I'm going to print out the student array, sorted student array. Okay. So let me again run this code. Okay, now this time we are getting one exception, that is class cast exception. And if we read the message, then it is saying that class student cannot be cast to class compare. Okay, so why are we getting this exception? We are getting this exception because we have not provided any kind of sorting logic inside our student class. That is why when we are trying to sort our student array, we are getting exception. Okay. Now, in order to provide the sort logic in our student class, we need to use the comparable interface. Okay. So we can see over here, it is written that why do we need comparable interface? We need comparable for natural ordering of objects. This is useful when a class has a single logical way of ordering its objects. Example, numbers in ascending or descending order, strings in alphabetically order. Okay, so we need to implement the comparable interface in our student class. So we will write implements comparable. Now this is of generic type. So here we need to provide the type that we are going to compare. So we are going to compare a student. So I'm writing student over here. Okay. Now we need to override one method, that is compare to method. Inside this method, we are going to provide a sorting logic. Now we want that our student objects get sorted with respect to age. Okay. So we are going to compare the age. So we need the age of current object. Then we are going to compare it with the age of other object. Okay, so this is our sorting logic. Now let us get back to our main class and run this code again. This time we can see that our student array is sorted. Okay, with respect to student's age. Now suppose we want to sort this student array with respect to student's name. Okay, so what we can do is we can change the logic in this compare to method. But this is not recommended. This is not recommended because suppose we have used this student class at many places in our code, and also we are using this natural ordering that we have provided in this compare to method. For just one functionality, we need that custom sort logic. Okay. And if we change the logic in this compare to method, then what will happen? Wherever this student class is used, okay, there wherever the logic of this student class compared to logic is used, then it will get free. So we need to avoid such kind of condition. So now what we can do, we can use the comparator interface. Okay, so we can read it over here that why do we need comparator interface? Comparator allows you to define the custom sort logic separate from the class. This is useful when you need to sort the same objects in a different way. Okay. So we are going to create one comparator which we are going to use for sorting. Okay. Now we want that our student objects get sorted with respect to their name. So we are going to create one name comparator. Okay. Name comparator. Okay. And type of this comparator is going to be comparator. And again, this is of generic type. So we will provide the type that we are comparing. Okay. Now this comparator interface is having one method that is compare. Okay. You need to override this method. So we can utilize lambda expression. So we can write like this. Okay. So we have two objects of student class and now we can compare. We have to access this comparator outside of this class. So we need to make it static so that we can access it without creating object of student class. Okay. So public static. So this is a name comparator. Now we can comment these set of lines. Okay. And here I'm sorting the student array with this sort functionality only. But along with the student array, I'm passing this name comparator also. Okay. So let me run this code. Okay. Now I can see that our array is sorted with respect to our student's name. Okay. So this is how we use comparable and comparator interface in Java. So that's it for this particular video. If you like the video, then do give a thumbs up. Thanks for watching and see you in my next video.